Hey, good afternoon, everyone. Allison Turner here, jumping on to talk a little bit about some 5 tips for getting more business. And these are really simple tips, so there's nothing extraordinary about them. But I find that sometimes I get asked the question a lot since I'm in the marketing field. What's that one thing we can do as a company to get more business? And there's just not one thing. And that's just the reality of life, of business. There's not one thing that you can do. And I find these 5 tips I'm going to be talking about today are core tips to get more business. I mean, these are things that you should be doing all the time. And then obviously things on top of this are bonus if you choose to do paid advertising, if you choose to do other, anything above this. But number one is understand your audience. I still talk to potential clients or new business owners that don't understand their audience. You have to understand your audience. Know who your audience is. Know not only the demographics, but the psychographics. Know what their behaviors are. You have to know who your audience is. And the more you can niche that audience down, the easier it is to market to it. So if I was going to do a whole campaign to attract solopreneurs for my business coaching program on marketing, I could do a whole campaign on targeting solopreneurs, startups, that whole industry. And it would be much easier than me just opening up to anyone. And really, that's not my target market. So know who your target audience is and make sure you're clear on that in any marketing you do online, in your website, copy. All those things need to be crystal clear. Number 2, create valuable content. So I just mentioned website copy, anything online, any social media posts. People want to learn information. There's so much information out there. Like we get inundated every day between I'm getting all these emails. I guess people get my email address from LinkedIn, maybe. I don't even know. Like I just get random emails from people I've never met, and they're just trying to sell me something. And it drives me nuts. And then there's no way to unsubscribe because it's just someone's, I guess, copied and pasted a email message. And that's just not useful, in my opinion. I mean, unless someone engages with you, and then if they want to send an email, great. But valuable content. What are you putting on your social media? What, that target audience, which we just talked about, what do they want to see? What do they want to learn about? What do they want to, give them some free information? Then leverage social media. So social media, a lot of times is underused by people. I just find that people don't always, doesn't mean you have to use like 5 platforms or 8. I mean, there's a ton of platforms out there. Doesn't mean you have to use that many platforms. Just specialize in 1 or maybe 2. Like what are the 2 platforms that are the best platforms for you and your audience? Specialize in those 2 or 1, but just target those and know what you need to do on those platforms. So if it's Instagram, for example, know that you have the stories, you have the reels, you have the posts. What else can you do there? You have live streaming options. There's different things you can do to engage your audience. Number 4, network and collaborate. I think that, there's so much going on online that we have opportunities for that sometimes we don't look for those opportunities in networking and collaborating. So how can you network and collaborate with others? How can you, what are your opportunities out there? If you're in a networking group, I'm in a couple of, we're members of a couple of chambers. I'm also a member of NPI. What are your opportunities to network and collaborate? Like what's best for you to build those relationships? Because a lot of times the relationships can get you business too. Maybe it's not someone that's actually purchasing something from you or a service from you, but they're a strategic alliance with you, and you can network and collaborate with them. And then finally, this should be kind of the be all end all, but focus on customer experience. Ultimately, your customers are great referral sources. So if they have great experience with you, then they're going to then give other people your name, your number, your business name. but focus on that, because sometimes I feel like that gets lost in the mix of everything. So those would be the 5 things I would say to focus on, because I think that we've missed the boat sometimes in doing these things. These are just basics. Again, if you want to do paid ads above that, if you want to do, whatever you want to do, that's fine. But, again, understand your audience, create valuable content. Again, this could be social media, it could be a blog, it could be content on your website, it could be video content. A lot of different opportunities for content. That doesn't mean you have to do it all at once, but just start doing some of it. Leverage social media, figure out the 1 or 2 platforms that you find are the best for your ideal client. Network and collaborate, and then focus on customer experience. So once you get those clients, make sure they're having a great experience, get those reviews, and get the referrals. So I hope that was helpful for someone. Remember, there is no, magic bullet out there. There's not just that one thing that you can do. Start with these 5, really focus in on them, be the best at them, and then expand from there. Have a great rest of your day, and I look forward to talking with you again soon. Bye for now.